Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, we are 100% hungry, 100% thirsty, and minus $6,000. So apparently we did not make enough money overnight to cover our debts. So looks like it's going to be an interesting episode. So let's take a look and see what we got. Let's see. We got straw we're not going to sell, although that's $61,000. We got some solid fertilizer. We're going to sell it. We got some pig food. Going to sell it. We got some bread. Going to sell it. And we got some lime, which we probably aren't going to sell. We're going to need that. I think that let's go take a look at the finances. Yeah, so the biogas plant made a total of, what is that? Should I add these two together? No, just $6,000 for September, but we're currently in September and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Does that mean it's not making any more money today? Anyway, so it didn't make anywhere near as much as I thought it was going to. Yep. All right. I still have the game paused because, I don't think that we needed to get that going, but I will turn that on. Actually, I'm going to stop. I got to fix this. It's driving me crazy. Okay, so let's set this back to, let's say, 2. And first thing I'm going to do is sell the truck. We got that truck. We don't need it. My every intention was to sell it right from the beginning, and I'm glad that I held on now because obviously I need the money. Okay, so that gives us $16,000, which is enough money to go eat. Let's go eat. Control L, right? Alternate L? Alright, so we're going to eat now that we have some money. And we just ate. Nice, super duper sweet. Love that. Now we got to transport some stuff. So we are absolutely going to do that. Now I don't know what's going to go first, because kind of whatever we got is what's going to go. Let's go grab that pig food. We got that bread. We got some bread, but what we don't have is any kind of a cart. So I think we're going to have to bust out my truck, because I'm pretty sure I can move one. Pretty sure I can move one pallet, in the truck. So we'll get to that in just a minute. We need the fertilizer. That is definitely going. And I think these things go to different places if memory serves. Solid bale sales, okay. And then pig food is also bale sales. Aha. This GW Co-op also has good prices sometimes. So bale sales seems to be the winner today. So let's head on out to bale sales. And I think it's, we need those greenhouses. We need those greenhouses yesterday. As you can see, I still need to lime that field, and I need to slurry that field. It may not get slurried. I don't know exactly how much it's going to take, but it's not an insignificant amount. Slurry is not terribly expensive, but, you know, it still costs money. All right, so I'm going to drive out there. Well, you guys come with me. If you want to fast forward, you can fast forward. So while we're driving along here, we got a little bit of a ways to go. It's not a super long ride. And you might get to see me wreck because, you know, it's a long ride. Anyway, so while we're tooling along here, I am very concerned. I realize that one thing that we didn't talk about is success and failure criteria for this particular challenge. So from my perspective, success is going to be when I pay off the loan. Now I can pay off this loan early, you know, no problem at all. I doubt I'm going to have the money to pay off the loan early, at least not anytime soon. So we can make special payments, and we'll end up doing that, right, to pay the loan off. However, I am genuinely concerned that we aren't going to be able to make $24,000 a day with our environment and still be able to grow the farm. So we'll see. I think it's going to be a struggle. I see a lot of contracts in my future. Oh, success and failure. Success is paying it off. Failure is waking up with a negative balance 3 months in a row. Because the way I figure it is, if you miss your payment 3 months in a row, then the bank is going to foreclose on you, right? That's the way it goes in the real world. And I expect that that's how it would go in this world, particularly for $4 million. So that's that. I'm just going to go on that assumption. I realize that negative balance means that they just took the money, but what that really means is I didn't have enough money to cover it. And we all know in the world that you know, you're only going to get away with that kind of stuff for so much, right? And then either the bank won't let the transaction go through, or you know, whatever, right? So yeah, that's not a thing. At least it hasn't been a thing for me. Maybe when you're making giant payments, they will overdraft your account like that. But yeah. Anyway, we need to have a success and a failure criteria. Otherwise, how do you know how you're doing, right? So we have one, and that's what they are. I think I missed the trigger. Oh boy. You remember I was telling you guys that that auger wagon is my fave? It's mostly because of this. Now this thing fits in here, but as you can see, almost nothing else fits in here. And anything that tips, that lifts up in the front, isn't going to fit in here. So auger wagons, even auger wagons don't work. So that one that I first showed you is special, and I will show you why if and when we buy it. $65,000. All right, well, that's not enough. I mean, it's enough to get through one day, but I don't think it's going to be enough to buy the lime that we need. It's definitely not enough to buy a greenhouse. I mean, we could buy a greenhouse, but it's not enough to buy the greenhouse that I want to buy. I don't know how much that bread is worth. Maybe $10,000. So that'll give us 75 grand. I mean, it would be enough to buy the lime, I suspect, and then get that field limed. But I don't think it's going to be enough to get to put the slurry on. Yeah. So our plans might have to change for our fields. We may have to wait until next season for slurry. But that means that I need to... yeah, I also need to get those fields planted. I'm pretty sure our little John Deere planter can plant those fields. Although, I mean, doing a field that big with a 4-meter header, that's going to take a minute. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I can always lease a bigger, too. Yeah, we might do that. We'll see. I don't know, guys. I am concerned. Concerned is an understatement. I am perturbed. That is a better term. My outlook on this series just got very dubious. Yes. Yes. All right, let's go. We got to get that truck. Let's get the truck and pick up that bag or that pallet of stuff. All right, so I told you I'd explain this mod. So it's a garage mod or a stored vehicle mod or something like that. If we go into a garage, anywhere on the map, you can go into view storage, and inside here, my vehicles aren't there. Wow. Okay. Well, that is less than awesome. Yeah. That is, yeah. I did some, yeah, anyway, I moved some stuff around, changed some stuff in my recording setup, and I'm guessing that is why it is not there. Yeah. I have half a mind to put this in the BGA. I'm going to put it into BGA. Whoop, where'd it go? I don't think I have super strength on. No, I don't. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Super strength, turn on. There it is. Oh boy. All right, we got to turn on bread processing. Oh, we want you to... Oh, damn it. It wasn't distributing. Yeah, that's not awesome. We got to get that... I mean, we can go sell some straw. It's the only thing we have left. How much... we have no silage. Yeah. I mean, it's only worth $61,000. I mean, that might as well be $1 million to us right now. But I need that for other stuff. If we can just be patient, you know. Yeah, let's see how much lime do we have. We have 18,000 in here. And then we have what? Another 13,000 in there. All right, well, let me get this going. And I think I might do this. I know I want to pay workers, but I don't have to pay workers. This might be a good chance for you guys to see the variable tire pressure sitch. We'll see. We will see. Oh, right. What was the key for that? There it is. I got my old keys back. Yeah, I switched over to recording on a Mac. All right. And here we go. Well, not yet. I gotta open the spreader, but you know what I mean. We're gonna be going in just a minute. What is the speed of this particular device? Let's take a look. Are we struggling here? We're supposed to be running at 11 miles an hour. And we are running at 6. Nice. Well, maybe you don't got the juice. Are we going uphill? Yeah. Okay, well. Yes, we're going to do this. We're doing this. There's no gonna. We are doing it. Oof. This thing is really struggling. What happened to my lines, guys? Show lines. Yes, yes, yes. Go. Well, I think we're having horsepower trouble. I don't think we're having wheel slip trouble. So if we zoom in on the wheels, it doesn't really look like they're spinning at different speeds. Whoa. Yeah, it doesn't really look like they're spinning at different speeds. It doesn't really show that this one has its, it doesn't really show that this one has its tires flat, but it seems to be working. Okay. All right, I'm going to carry on. I don't really have a choice in the matter. I mean, I can switch to a different tractor, but I kind of need this tractor to work, so, you know, we're already at 70%. Anyway, all right, I'll bring you guys back when I get further along or when I run out. Hey guys, so I just ran out of lime for the first time, so I'm going to run back and fill it up. That was 13,000 liters that we had in the lime spreader, and we have another 18 back in the silo. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I doubt this is going to be enough. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to buy some more, but we'll see. Oh, we must have made some money because we have $71,000. Let's go take a look and see where that came from. Finances, where are you? Where are you at, finances? Oh, BGA made $13,000. We had $49,000 from the stuff we sold, and we sold a vehicle for $22,000. I can't believe that truck was only $22,000. Yeah, I'll figure out what to do about my truck that has disappeared. I had other vehicles in there too. Not that I'm going to use them, but there's a vehicle in there that I always use for auto drive when I have to map out routes and stuff. It's my favorite tractor in the game. I don't love using it to do farm stuff, but to do auto drive, it's great because it does a really good job of driving around. Anyway, I'll figure out how to copy that in. There's probably some XML file somewhere that I didn't get copied from one computer to the other. But nonetheless, I'll get it squared away, or try anyway, and then we'll talk. All right, I'm going to get back to it. When I run out of lime, I'll bring you back and we'll attempt to figure out what we're going to do about that. Obviously, we're going to have to buy some lime, but, you know, we'll see. Let's see, how much bread does that thing have? Let's just check real quick. So it's got 1.8 hours left. Okay. Maybe putting bread in there is a much better deal. We'll see. Hey guys, so I put that lime on a worker. I'm going to go and take this to the slurry station where I can buy some slurry, and I'm going to fill this up. And we're going to see how much, however much this can hold, costs, and how far it gets us on this field. I really, really want to get at least one of these fields planted. I mean, if we don't, we can plant today or September and October, so we technically have one more month that we can plant. But I'm concerned. The greenhouses that I want to put in are $50,000 each. So ideally, I'd like two of them, and that will keep that that factory we have, you know, full enough, making some products to, you know, get us a regular amount of income, right? But that's $100,000, and I don't see us getting $100,000 anyway. So I'm thinking either I need to start looking at contracts or something. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to bring you back, let you know what was going on. Yeah. I think now might be a good time to ask for ideas or suggestions. What do you think, guys? I don't think we're going to make it. I think this may be a quick 3 months. So I said the failure criteria, right, is 3 months not making the payment. So from my estimation, in case I didn't explain it earlier, if I wake up with negative money, I didn't have enough money to cover my payment. And that's what I consider 1 month. So I have 2 more months of waking up with a negative before I gotta call it quits. And yeah. Now here's the thing: are we gonna start over? Probably. I think I will probably do this again and make different choices. Maybe instead of buying some of these things, we'll lease them right away. I don't love the idea of that, because leasing is one of those things that ultimately cost you more money. I realize that maybe we spent too much of our little nest egg in the beginning. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I should have bought that greenhouse instead of the productions, right? The BGA and the fertilizer factory, they didn't really do us any favors. Now, I don't know. I mean, if we didn't have them, I don't know what we would get, right? We may not have made up for it. In my test playthroughs, I needed them all. However, I used different stuff. It wasn't exactly the same. As you know, it very rarely is exactly the same, no matter how many times you play it. So, whatever, crap. Yeah, just got to squeak down here, grab some slurra. I don't think it's very much. I think it's like $50 a liter, or $50 for 1,000 liters of slurry. Let's go look. Is that in here, or is that over here? Where you at, slurry? Slurry. Oh, it's even cheaper. So it's $36. This should not be much. Let's see. $21,000 was $719. All right. I mean, it's going to cost us more than $21,000 to slurry that field, though. That's the catch. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I've lost my mind and don't know how to drive. Anyway, yeah. I'm pretty worried, guys. I think that this is not going to work. I think I made bad choices. We will see. I don't know what I could have done to make better ones, but I guess just not spend as much money. Technically, we didn't need to buy the truck because Courseplay had trouble with that longer truck, getting it under the harvester just right. So that was a bit of a problem. So I didn't need to spend that money at all. Although I think I don't think the Nexus was much more the Lizard than the actual vehicle. I think it might have been trading dollars, but I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that buying this tractor was a bad idea. I mean, I need it to be able to drive the plow. And, whether or not you think plowing is important, that is a 15% debuff. Right now, we can't afford to throw 15% away. We need that yield. So I think 15% is well worth the $115,000 or $151,000 we spent on this. We could have done it 1 month, yes. I think I'm supposed to have my beacons on. Let me get the beacons on. Lug out, yos. So auto drive is something else that didn't make its way over between the computer saves. So I have no auto drive at the moment, which is fine. I'm not using it. But when we're making multiple trips back and forth to the bale sale or the farmer's market or the farm stand, that's when auto drive really starts to show its value, in my opinion. Also, when you start to get spread out, right now all our fields are pretty much close to our farm, but once we start buying farms that are, or fields that are a little further away, it's nice to be able to tell AutoDrive to just go there, do whatever I want you to do, and then go back. You know, it doesn't go back by itself, but, you know, and then like, you know, when you're doing spreading lime and stuff and it runs out, it'll just go and fill itself up. You know, it's super nice in that way. Oh, we're out of lime. Okay. Well, we aren't yet, but we have 1% on that guy. All right, let's see how far 28,000 liters gets us. I think I'm going to put this on course play because, you know. What field is this? 67. 67. Oh, you son of a beeswax. All right. Lost my courses too. It's hard to test, you know, right? Yeah. All right, well, whatever. All right, let's go get the Challenger and put some more lime in this guy. I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna say we fill this up one more time, and then we're good. So I'm gonna put enough lime in that silo to fill up this thing. I think this holds 14,000. So I will buy another 10,000 lime. And then that should let us, hopefully that will get us to finishing. Whoops. Sorry about that. I bumped my microphone. Anyway, hopefully that'll get us to finishing this. So let's see how much is in there. I'm pretty sure it's 4,000. Yeah, 4,000. And this holds how much? Come on, baby. What you got? What do you got? 14,000, yes. All right, so I need to buy another 10. Get out. I want to buy 10,000 liters. $2,400. Okay. Fill up. So, yeah, I don't have any ideas to do anything yet, by the way. Let's see how this thing's doing. Holy shit. We did, what, 2 passes? And we're down to 66%. Yeah. I don't think this is going to go great. Maybe we slurry one field and not the other. Because we're still going to have to put fertilizer on this field, guys. That's not a thing we got to do. Slurry doesn't completely bring it up to where it needs to. If you look over here under fertilizer, so right now this is what slurry's doing. It's bringing it up to 75, whereas the regular field is pretty close to 0. The limit for this is supposed to be like 150 or whatever. So we'll use less other fertilizer, whatever other fertilizer we're going to use. We'll use less of that when you use slurry. So it's not a complete replacement, but it is a not an insignificant cost savings. Anyway, so we'll get this back going. I didn't use Courseplay, I just put him on a regular worker. Let's see if he can figure it out. What you doing, buddy? All right, well, it's doing something. All right, so when this empties, we have the option. Oh, we have the option of turning this on. Where are you? Where it automatically buys the slurra. Normally I turn this stuff off. Actually, that's not true. A lot of times when I'm playing, I turn this stuff on. Mostly because it costs you more money, right? Where is it? I got so much crap in here. Here it is. Yeah, we could turn this on. We could just say buy. And then it's going to buy a little bit of it from wherever it buys it from. If we had any digestate in our BGA, we could tell it to use that. Holy Jesus. So this is 957 waypoints, and we didn't even make 100. Well, we're still at 6%. Right now we're at 90, so we have 10 more waypoints. Let's turn on the waypoints just to see what 10 waypoints looks like. Yeah, that's not going to make it very far. That's like just a couple of bits. And there it goes. Should we turn that on? Let's see what happens if we turn it on. Do we have to put anything in it? I am not a fan of being this broke. Nor is it something that I'm generally accustomed to. All right. So we can do this, and it'll just charge us. I don't know. This might be a dumb idea. Hey, look who's going over here. I mean, we could do the same with this. We could turn on purchasing fertilizer, and it'll just buy, you know, whatever it needs. We aren't in a position financially to do that, but we might have to do it on the slurry. All right, well, I'm going to keep a very close eye on this. And I will bring you back either when we're done or when we've spent more money than I'm comfortable with. I mean, all I'm trying to do is get our farm score up. But I think I need to, yeah. So we have no environmental score multiplier right now. We need to get these fields dressed so that we can get them up. Now, when we cultivate them, so right now we're low on weed control and tillage, right? Yeah, and we have no nitrogen. So the slurry is going to help this one. I think this will bump us to a 53. That might get us to a 1%. We really need 2 fields because we have 3, right? If we do averages, we have 3 fields right now and they're all at 50%. So We really need to do 2 of field. We need to do this field and that field with slurry. And we aren't really going to move the needle until we do this one. But that's going to be a while. Anyway, well. All right, I'll bring you back. Hey guys, welcome back. So I just finished liming. We this thing held 14,000, and we are rolling off the field here with 11,445. So I think we did okay in that respect. Whoa. Holy shnikes. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I think we did all right. We at least got the fields limed, so we won't get that 15% debuff. We got to get it. We got to get them plowed though. So I'm gonna finish the slurra. So far it's not killing me yet, money-wise. Maybe we can afford to do slurry. That would be awesome. And what I'll do is I will switch over to the Challenger. I'm pretty sure that the Challenger can drag around the slurry, particularly if we're driving around with it empty, which it is right now because we're just buying the slurry. So that might be okay, or at least okay adjacent. And then you know what else we could do? We could actually go and put the lawnmower on something and go cut some grass. We have the forage wagon, and just dump it into the fermentation silo. But we have tons of straw. We don't actually need to do that. Maybe we should do that. Let's go see what's in the fermentation silo. I guess I could just do that from here. I don't need to actually go there. Yes. Yeah, we got 6,000 liters of straw. I mean, I could throw another 100,000 in there. Okay, it's got a lot of digestate. It's making lots of fertilizer. We're going to need some fertilizer. We got to fertilize those fields. And everything we have only works with solid fertilizer. So, there you go. All right, I'll just go and grab some. All right, let's go and pick up. What do you say? Like 90,000 liters? That should probably do it. I hope the audio is sounding better. That last video, there was no game audio. I don't know if you guys noticed it. It was in my headphones, my monitor headphones. It just, OBS wasn't recording it. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. I just don't know why it decided not to. That's my problem. The crazy thing is that the monitor that I was using, the output for an OBS, had that part in it. So it was passing it through. It just wasn't recording it. Because I heard the sound in my ear. Like right now, I hear the tractor running, and I don't hear myself talking, but I know that I'm recording that because I have the levels on the screen. But I'm using my Mac now, so I don't have any of these oddball problems like I did on my Windows computer. Although, as you can see, there are some issues. Not everything moved over. I have never done that before. I have never moved a game save between Mac and a PC. I know you can, but I have just never done it because why? Also, the Giants or Farm Sim does it itself with the, or Steam, I'm sorry, Steam does it with the Steam Cloud. But that has bit me in the ass before with the Steam Cloud and corrupted my save games. So I don't have that turned on between my computers. Pretty much as soon as I started recording on my Windows box, I turned that off because I didn't want, if I wanted to play Farm Sim for fun and not for work, I didn't want it to impede with my sitch, so I just turned that stuff off. In any event, yeah, I'll get it squared away, and you know, we'll get it working. Anywho, what's happening with the slurry spreader? It's not costing us any money. Is it not running? What's going on? Wait, oh, okay. Okay. Just checking. All right. Well, I'm feeling a little bit better. Not a lot, but a little. I am still very concerned. I mean, we'll make it through today, but we need to have at least $24,000. Some of the reason we didn't have enough money is because our production's cost, right? So our production cost was $99 overnight, plus the 810. So let's say $1,000. Not the fuel, fertilizer cost. Yeah, that's how much we're spending on slurry right now. Harvest income 50,000, biogas 20. Yeah, maybe putting bread in there is a much better idea. What you got? How much bread you got in there? Yeah. What else do we have that we can put in there? Manure. We don't have any of that. Other than bread, really nothing. I am concerned about the greenhouse. If we buy a greenhouse, then it will be able to start pumping raw products into the farm factory, and then we'll just get more products out. And that will, obviously up our money. But it's $50,000, and right now that'll leave us with 25, and we won't make anything else. I don't have anything else to sell unless we sell the straw. And I don't really want to sell the straw. What else can we I guess we can sell the planter. We might need the seeder. Well, actually, we can sell the planter. Let's see. Planter, seeder. And we could sell the cultivator. You know what? I think I will, but I'm going to take it to the shop. So, for all of you guys who wanted me to drive to the shop, here we go. All right. I'm going to take this down to the shop because I'll get more money for it at the shop itself. And now it matters for sure. Get out. All right. Man, this is so ridiculous. Why would you put this in here like this? Sorry. Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through. Okay. Now, if we need to plant cover, oilseed radish, we're screwed because this is how we do it. But I'm going to say we don't need it. We aren't going to do it. We're good to go. That's my answer, and I'm sticking with it. Like I said, I don't want to do corn, so don't need it. All right. So we're going to go to the shop at a whole 24 miles an hour. Excuse me. Yeah. We almost had a deer run out into us. Does that happen on this game? I don't think it does. Alright guys, I think that we'll probably end up skipping through some of this. I don't even want to sit through this drive to the shop. Of course, if we had auto drive in, this would be the perfect thing to set on auto drive. There is a carpentry down in town, and so often for contracts I will do I'm going to get a little farther away from this so it's not as loud. Often when I need to start doing contracts, I'll do wood transportation contracts. I like those. I think they're pretty easy to do. Whoa. Sorry, had to move some stuff around and looked away from the screen for a moment. Isn't this why you don't text and drive? Anyway, I like to do wood transportation contracts, but it's pretty much the only place in town to drop off wood for wood transport contracts. So it seems like every one you do, you're taking it to the same place to drop it off. So you spend a lot of time driving up and down this street. Fortunately, the semi goes faster than whatever speed this is. And now I'm really irritated that I don't have my truck. I didn't even think to test that. Because at least I could have threw this in the back in the pickup truck. It's a pickup truck. At least I could have threw it in the back. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, you know, adversity is what helps you grow. So we are going to grow right on through these troubles. And, you know, come out better on the other side. Isn't that the... Whoa. Friggin' school bus. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Whoa. All right, let's go and see how much money they'll give this to me. Give me... Bleh. How much? Sell it. I don't want to look at it. It's in perfect condition. 54. Not bad. All right, that is enough to get our greenhouse in. So I'm going to do that in just a moment. First, I'm going to try to use, you know, the AI to drive itself back to the farm. Okay. Okay. Whoa. All right, let's go and put a greenhouse in. Because we desperately need that material. Desperately need the materials. Construction. I would love to put in both, but... I mean, technically we could, but that would leave us in the same position with only $25,000 for the entire day. So let's not be Let's not be unreasonable. Let's be reasonable. Let's make good decisions. All right. These are my, this one in this particular situation is my greenhouse of choice. And I'm going to dump it in here because I will never, ever pick anything up from it. that doesn't come out of this pipe right here. All right, now let us go and set this up. Where are you? Oil and taproot large. So what do we want to get out of this? We want canola. Oh shit, this is not... Oh yeah, it is. This is the one I want, yes. No, this is the wrong... Okay, this is the wrong production. That's why I'm like, wait, there's not barley in here. Okay, canola, carrots, long grain rice, parsnips, red beets, sugar beets, and sunflowers. So we basically want everything in here. Now, we're going to use this mod to enable watering, but definitely not right now because we definitely cannot afford that. So let's set up the distribution. Distribution. All right, I got to dump some water in there. Let's get, oh, I don't have my little vehicle. Oh, all my vehicles are busy. Oh, you're not. All right, let's go. I don't think I have anywhere to fill up with water. That is a problem. Yeah. Ayah. Water. Where do we get water? Let's take a look at the map real quick. I mean, obviously I can buy water, or I can buy a thing to give me water. Sometimes these are streams, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're just drainage ditches and stuff like that. All right, we'll put a water thing in. No, there's no end to infrastructure. Containers. Yes. What's the cheap one? An Asian fire hydrant. What's an Asian fire hydrant? Oh, this is what I want. This one right here. This is the one I want. All right, I need to put another greenhouse in, so this needs to not be there. I kind of... I don't know where to put this. Let's put it over here. This is right in the way, though. Directly in the way of that. I don't want to put it over there. I'll put it over here. All right, let's go fill up. All right, yeah, so we'll get this going. How much did this cost? I mean, that's not bad. $5,000. All right. Well, I mean, you know, if it works, then we'll do the next one. Where's this guy? Oh, you're back. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back, little John Deere. Maybe we should sell... No, I don't want to sell that cedar. If I sell that cedar and we have a money problem, we are not putting anything in the ground this episode. And that would be BAD. I don't even want to sell the daggone cultivator because, you know, what if I need it? I don't like being broke. There's no fun. That's for sure. No fun. Oh, I bet you this doesn't have the seed or the fertilizer attachment or whatever. And we aren't going to put it on. The good news is I think the John Deere can pull this around, can it? Isn't that this thing's claim to fame? Alright, how are we doing on water? That's enough. It's not, but I want to get this going. So, let's get some water in there so it can get cooking, start making veggies for us. And then we can let that sit and fill up all the way. But I don't think that's going to be a problem for us. Now I got to turn on all the productions in the, whatchamacallit over there. Oops, I forgot to get it to refill. Alright. Oh boy. What is happening? Oh, my controller died. Okay. That's, hold on. Duh! Oh boy. It's gonna be like that, is it? Okay. Well now. I think we're gonna have to hold on for a second because I need to find some way to charge my controller. So, un momento, por favor. Oh wait, I might have something right here. There's that, and then... Oh no, that's not that. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. But apparently not with a controller. There we go. Okay. Alright, now. Turn that off. Let's get this farm factory cooking. Okay, so we want canola oil. Go. We want... Something just beeped. What beeped? Hold on. We want preserved food beetroot. We want preserved food carrots and preserved food parsnips. The reason we want those is because they give us pig food, which we can sell or feed to the pigs, which we will need to do. And then we want to do a rice box, long grain rice box, and then sunflower oil. So that greenhouse is going to give us all of that stuff, and we are then going to sell it. So let's go back and set it to what we need it to be. Preserved food carrots, spawn. Parsnips, spawn. Beetroot, spawn. Rice box, spawn. What else? Now, carrot soup, parsnip soup, red beet soup, we're going to have all those spawn as well. Canola, sunflower. What else? Now, we're not doing these yet, the parsnip and red beet, but we might, or we could, depending on what's happening. So, yes, we're going to do that for the time being. All right. Okay, start working. Oh, look, my tractor is crashing into my farm factory. Oh, okay. So we have $87,000. Why do we have $87,000? Did we sell something else? We must have sold some more or something from the BGA. Okay, well, I mean, we're moving in the right direction, and we got the damn field slurried. That makes me very happy. Okay. Let's switch and get you off of there. Get you on there. Can you run it? I don't know if you can. Did we buff this up as much as we can? We did not. Oh. Oh, we did. Okay. So we're already at 225. 665. So that gives us 225 times 10%. That brings us to 247. I think that's okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. Give us a little 10% bump. That might help out considerably. All right, let's get this other field slurred. And while we're doing that, we will get the plow going on that field, which I'm so excited about. I mean, it's super important to get that environmental score up, guys. I mean, I'm hoping you know this, but it's super critical. I mean, it's going to directly impact our money, right? Because it's basically free money that they're just going to give you if you, you know, do it. All right. Where are you going, buddy? Are you leaving the field? What's happening? Just driving in circles? Cool. I like circles. I get it. Circles are, you know, round. All right. Yeah. So let's put some fuel in here. Just because I think plowing is often difficult. But this is where the variable tire pressure definitely comes in play. Oh, you're going very slow. What is the speed on this thing? I didn't notice. Did anybody notice? Oh, it doesn't matter if you did. You can't tell me. Oh boy. 9 miles an hour. You should be able to do better than that. Why are you driving all the way to the end over here? What the hell? Alright, I don't have time for this. Let's go. Okay, let's get this going. And the good news is, now that we don't need it, we'll get some stones and we'll get the lime. Again, I don't need it anymore, at least not right now. We will, of course, need it. We will get more fields, obviously. We have to do 70, which is a pretty big field. So, you know, it's not like a waste or anything like that. All right, let's get this guy set up. 2 headlands, start on the center. Yeah, you could do a skip row. Why not? Oh yeah, this is definitely not the field that I want to be on. No, it's not. How did that happen? Excuse me. Just gonna pop on over here real quick. Don't mind me. Okay. Now let's try it again. I need to fix that. I should probably go fix that before. Let's do that. Let's go fix that before we do anything else. This is the only real drawback that I have with this particular plow. There is another one, it's 10 meters wide, that I like for detail work so much better. This one is a little bit of a blunt tool, you know, it's not great for detail stuff. So if you want to do any kind of real shaping, this might not be the tool for you. But, you know, it's what we have. We're not buying another one, at least not at the moment. Okay. Now let's try and make a course. Yeah, look at that. Nice and clean. Okay. Go. All right. We're going to run this plow and the slurry. It's getting a little faster. But let's check our environmental score. Let's hope. Please be higher. Please be higher. Please be higher. Not higher. You gotta be shitting me. What the hell? Why? You know, sometimes you have to sleep for the environmental score to change, which I guess technically that's fine at this particular moment because we really aren't selling anything until tomorrow, but that is irritating. I don't like that. I'm not a fan. I wish that that was not the case. Anyway, all right, guys. I will bring you back when we get this stuff done. Hey, guys, I just forgot. Well, I just remembered that I forgot. You know, we turned on sugar beets, but we're not doing anything with them. So what we need to do is we need to go over to farm supplies and we need to turn this on. We're going to set this to, whoa. We're going to set this to distribute. And then we're going to go to our BGA and we're going to turn this bad boy on. So what that means is that our oil and taproot is going to grow as sugar beets. and it's going to ship those sugar beets over to the farm supplies, which is going to cut them. And then that's going to ship those cut beets, sugar beets, over to the BGA and turn them into what? Electricity, methane, and digestate. And then we're going to turn that, at least electricity and methane, into money. And then we're going to turn the digestate into fertilizer. And then we're going to turn it into money. So yeah. So look, we have 10,000 liters of solid fert, which is awesome. Let's see. What are we doing? How much money we have right now? We have 83,000 in products. Let's see what our net worth is. 3.6. We're falling. we keep falling. We keep going lower and lower. All right. Well, you know, we should be able to tell if we're growing or not by the farm value history. Every year it should go up, right? That would mean we're growing. Yeah. Anywho. All right. Well, we're going to get back to this. I will bring you back. Hey guys, I just brought you back real quick. So the New Holland is struggling to steer when it's doing anything other than a few miles an hour. So it needs a front weight. So we got to get a front weight. So I just thought I would bring you back, get the front weight, and then get out of here. I don't know why I picked this one. I just picked it. All right. Of course, it's backwards, so let me go and move it around. Okay, so that should help keep the front tires on the ground. It was kind of funny. It was just spinning around. Couldn't steer itself. And again, lowering the tire pressure helped quite a bit, but it didn't fix it. So, no such luck. All right, I'm going to get this back going. I'm going to let the air out of the tires. It definitely helps on these plowed fields, you know. Keeping traction and keeping the tractor from bouncing around, which I find helps keeping it on track and stuff like that. Yeah. All right. We'll be back. Hey guys, welcome back. We are taking the seeder to the shop to get a new one. I'm going to sell it and I'm going to lease one. I just had lunch. So I had a full meal, and so my thirst and my hunger are gone, but I'm a little tired. I could probably do a coffee. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Anyway. Yeah, so we're going to lease something. I will bring you guys back when we're during that process. Hey guys, sorry I forgot to unpause my recording. We just sold it. We got $46,000 for that cedar. So let's pick out one of these fancy jobs. I don't care. I just want something that's big. We could do one of these. That won't do what I want. That won't do what I want. That one will. That one will. And that one will. I think we're going to go with this one because it's 18 meters. It does liquid fertilizer, which we have some. Yeah, we're going to do that. I don't think we need the capacity to be any bigger. 25 meters? Wow, 30 meters. I mean, you know, it is a lease. We could go a little crazy. Let's go a little crazy. 30 meters. It should do that pretty quick. Rear hitch, none. Capacity, I don't think it matters. All right, let's lease it. All right, now we'll go drag it out of here. So I think we have 3 or 4 pallets of seeds. So that should be 3,000 or 4,000. I think they're like 1050 per. And we have 2 containers of liquid fertilizer, which is 4,000 liters. So that should be enough to get us going. That's what I'm thinking. We can always buy more, you know. All right. Now for the long ride back home. Oh, what's done? Ah, okay. So the New Holland is finished plowing the second field. So while you were away, I leased the stone picker and I picked the first field we plowed. That's done. Now the New Holland is finished. That field, the second field, has been slurried. The New Holland just finished plowing it. Now I need to hook up the rock picker probably to the New Holland and have it go and pick up the rocks on that field while the Challenger is seeding. I'm pretty sure the Challenger can pull the seeder. If the Challenger can pull the seeder, we're going to put the Challenger on the seeder and have it planting, and we're going to get our barley planted. And that will be such a relief to get the barley in the ground. It's not going to help us for next month because I'm pretty sure we're not really going to have enough stuff. We might still have wheat. I don't know. I'll have to look. I haven't added any more wheat to the farm factory, to the food factory, the food mill, whatever you want to call that, the production. And I still think there's quite a bit in there, but we do still have some in the silo, so we should have plenty to keep cracking out bread. And I'm not sure I'm going to sell the bread, to be honest with you. That really helped us money-wise get over the hump. And as you can see, we got $109,000. So if we don't spend any money, we'll have no problem making it through the night and having enough money for breakfast in the morning. Now you got to worry about that. So no matter how much I have, I need $20 so I can eat breakfast. You know, it's my house, right? Why don't I have a refrigerator? Okay. What is with the traffic? They stop, but they cut in front of you. I don't understand. Anyway. All right, let me I'm gonna get back to the farm. I'm gonna get this thing on a course and get it going, and then get the rock picker going. I'll bring you back. All right, guys. So we got the New Holland on the stone picker. I just got that guy going, and I got the Challenger doing the seeding on this field. I think that with this width, this seeder is going to be done in no time flat. So that's awesome. It won't cost us as much from a leasing perspective. So there is that. But anyway, yeah. I'll bring you back when it's done. I think that I'm going to plant this field. I'm going to plant that field. We do need to roll. And I think that I may end up leasing the roller. But whatever I'm going to do, I'm not going to bring you guys back until I am completely done with these 2 fields. So I will bring you back when they're done, and I think we're going to wrap at that point. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm just bringing you back real quick. We ran out of seeds, so I'm going to have to pick up some seeds real quick. We used All the seeds that we had, I think we had 4 pallets. I don't remember, but yeah, we're almost done. Nope, not there. Here we go. I'll get another 4 pallets. That's probably not going to be enough to do the cornfield when it comes time, but you know, whatever. So this is how far we got. Most of that field. Only the last maybe what? Full headland? 3/4 of a headland? Yeah. Yeah, it goes a ways, doesn't it? Sometimes. Anyway, just wanted to, you know, give you an update. We're still cooking. All right. Welcome back, guys. So I just finished rolling this field. Excuse me. And I'm going to drag this back to our yard. There's our other very pretty, nicely rolled yield, or nicely rolled field. So, according to precision farming, these fields are going to be yielding 100% of their expected business. Yeah, so we almost ran out of liquid fertilizer. So, like a good little doobie, I preemptively ordered some, and we didn't. So there's like 4 liters of liquid fertilizer in that IBC right there. Yep. So, yeah. We gotta send that back. Let's do that before we get too far away. All right. So it's 4 p.m. 4:30. We've worked 7.8 hours today. I'm 33% hungry, 23% thirsty, and 33% hungry. Yes, fatigued, tired. That's it. Anyway, so I had a lunch. I had lunch. I had a couple of drinks in the tractor while we were doing stuff. I had a coffee. Yeah. So I would say that we had a pretty good day today. It started out a little rough, but I think it ended okay. I'm happy. Well, you know, not happy, but I'm okay with it. We got our fields, we got our barley in. I feel so much better that the barley's in, and now the clock is ticking. And we got a lot of stuff to do still. A lot of stuff to do. I think we're going to get through today. I think that the BGA is going to kick in for us. I think it's a little slow, but I do think that it's going to pay dividends. So I think that tomorrow will be even better. Let's take a look at our score real quick before we wrap it. 54. Oh, look, we're at 1%. Woohoo! Hey, better than nothing. You know, take what you can get. Now, I don't know why it's 0 on fertilizer. This is one thing I don't understand about precision farming. I mean, my nitrogen is perfect. Yeah. So I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, this one, yes, but these should be higher, you know? I shouldn't be overall at 0. I don't get that. So maybe I have to sleep. I don't know. But whatever. At least tomorrow, when we sell our products, we'll get 1%. And 1% is better than 0%, which is what we got today. So I'm going to take it as a win. And with that, we're going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. And I will see you in the very next one. Take care.